Welcome to Leadership Energetics. I've moved houses. I was sick for the past few weeks, and I'm finally feeling better. So I'm back at it again with these leadership energetics videos that I know you guys all love. So when it comes to leadership energetics, it's about embodying the energy of a leader, which it requires you to understand that your biggest strength is not by forcing your way through an obstacle, but by gently aligning the energies within before you take inspired action. Now, let me say that in a simpler, more clear term. When you're dealing with conflict, when you're dealing with anything that's heavy energy, you don't want to match it with the same energy. You want to come at it with refreshed, cleansing, solution energy. So you want to go in it with the energy of solution. You want to feel the energy of what is the solution for this? How would I feel in this if it was already solved? How would I feel in this if I was able to show up, and the feeling I'd have if it was already where I want it to be? That is the energy of the solution. You feel that, you embody that, you feel it, you carry it with you, that feeling, show up as you would by feeling that emotion. Then you are consciously shifting the energy of the dynamic into solution, into vision, into leadership energetics. So you're leading the energy, the energetics of the dynamic. And that is powerful and important to master as a leader, because you want to be able to be conscious of the energetics you bring to every space. Because energetics is where everything falls back to. It's the cause of every single experience. It's the law of cause and effect. Everything has a cause, and you are the cause. And the effect is your circumstances, your experiences. That isn't to say your cause is other people's causes, but it's to say your cause is the things that you choose to do, your side of the street. And do not take on other people's weights of their choices. Their choices are their choices, but your choices need to be taken fully in accountability. So you are the cause, and the effect is your experience. So essentially, that means you're constantly in a feedback loop with reality. And that is just how it is. You're constantly in a feedback loop. So that means life isn't just coming at you. Life is actually responding to you, to your every thought, your every move, your every choice. It is alive. You learn this when you're kids, right? But for some reason, sometimes I feel like I have to remind you as an adult, like, you learned this at school. Everything around you is alive. We live in a world where nature is alive. We are alive. Water is alive. The experience around us is alive. It's all alive. It's all live right now. It's live. It's not set in stone and so solid, and that you can't shift it so much as we're made to believe that this is just very much like how it is, just how life is. No, life, there's no such thing as just that's just how life is, or that's the real world. That is just a concept and an idea that is just either in a collective group of people that believe it so strongly they just go around saying that's life. But ultimately there is no such thing as that's life, because life is a feedback, constantly currently right now live, responding to you in each moment. Therefore, you are constantly shifting timelines with every choice, every belief you have. So that is empowering, but that is leadership energetics. That is the essence, that is the core of leadership energetics. Because leadership energetics is when you take empowerment and realizing that your energy is where everything comes back to. Your energy is what is deciding your next experience. That is powerful. That is empowering. When you realize you have that much power, that you realize you have more choice, you have more control, you have more freedom. And that is beautiful, because when you realize you have more power and you have more control and you have more freedom, you are no longer moving from a place of reaction, from a place of trigger. You are realizing that it's actually much safer. Although it doesn't seem that way, it might seem a bit counterintuitive at first, but it actually is so much safer to move from a place of responding instead of reacting. Let me say that again. It is so much safer to move from a place of responding instead of reacting, because when you are responding to a situation, you are no longer helpless to it. You are realizing that you are in a feedback loop with it, and your response is dictated just as much as they do. So that means that when you start to realize that you slowing down, you focusing on your breath, and you being conscious of your intentions and your thoughts in that moment, not only will it shift a little bit, it will massively shift the outcome. So that is when in conflict, if you remind yourself that, yes, what I'm feeling is energy, maybe trigger, but if I slow down and breathe, the answers, solutions, and higher choices will be made clear. Meditation is a skill, it's a tool. It's not an end to a means. It's a continuous experience that you bring to your daily life. When you meditate, what you're essentially doing is you're bringing the focus, the energy to your breath and anchoring it to one thing. You're bringing, because where your attention goes, energy flows, so you're bringing that to one space. But if you realize that concept and that philosophy and you bring it to every dynamic and every conversation, you will essentially be meditating in every experience you have. And through that, you'll be encoding and bringing higher frequencies and higher vibration to every single space and every experience that you have. And that is beautiful, because when you start to move your life in a way where you are encoding energy and intention in everything that you do, you are then starting to move with direction, intentionality. You are no longer letting life dictate and tell you what you should think, what you should do, who you should be. You're not letting the world tell you anymore who you are or are not. You are deciding to be who you want to be and who you choose to be, and that is powerful, because that is you taking your power back to feel empowered. And that is what I help you do in this channel. I help you feel empowered, to take your power back, to realize that you are such a powerful woman. And you are here to lead through your spiritual gifts, through your sensitivities, through your intuition, through your psychic abilities, not regardless, not trying to suppress them, not trying to ignore them. You are born with these gifts and the strong intuition and the sensitivities you have for a reason. They are there to guide your path and your destiny. And this is what I help you do. I help you evolve as a spiritual leader through leadership energetics, a personal formula that I've created to shift your life as a spiritual woman and truly create powerful, positive environments, to shift the energies of rooms, to shift your energy and to shift the energy of others through leadership energetics. You are now creating, with wisdom and with compassion, you are controlling and managing the people around you to bring them to higher frequencies, higher energies, higher timeline, to help and support and guide them in their growth. That is our video for today. I will see you very soon. Like this video, comment the video if you liked it, and subscribe. I will see you very soon.